Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and Napoli have had a huge win against Milan at the San Siro. They won the game 2-0 and they have extended their lead at the top of the table to 7 points. So let's go ahead and talk about the game. It was a huge game. It was very important game for both the teams. Milan, they did not play over the weekend. Their game got postponed against Bologna, so they had a good a good rest for as compared to Napoli, who played during the weekend, and their players I would say that were not really well rested as compared to Milan. They had more time to prepare, and they had a couple of injuries that got treated as well, and those players played in that game as well. So Milan came in this game better prepared as compared to Napoli. It was their home stadium as well, and Milan came into this game with a good form as well, and they knew if they win this game they can cut the lead to Napoli, and they had a game in hand as well. So it was very important for Milan to get something out of this game. Napoli, on the other hand, they are already 4 points ahead of Inter and 5 points ahead of Juve, and they knew if they win this game, and it is a big game. It's not like it's a team against a game against a team that you would expect Napoli to win. It's a big team, Milan, who themselves are trying to get into those European places. They are fighting for the Champions League places, so it was a very big game in that regard. And Napoli, they have won, went to San Siro and they have gotten the win. It was a great performance by Napoli, and the thing is, two of their main stars, two of their big go-to players that Conte would have wanted to perform, they have come clutch at the right moment, at the right game. Lukaku and Kristovali, both of them, they have gone ahead and they have scored. And these are the type of moments, these are the type of the game, type of games where you want those big players to step up and take responsibility and guide your team towards a victory, and they have done it. We cannot forget that Napoli are still considered the underdogs. They're not considered to win the league until now. It is, as always, at the start of the season it was between Inter and Juve. Everybody thought that that was going to be the title charge, and even Atalanta were considered to be the team that could go ahead and challenge Inter for the title, but Napoli were not really considered for the title. But the way that they have started the season, and Antonio Conte has brought his team right into the title picture, and at the moment they are at the top of the table. It was a very good performance. It was a very good win, and the thing is, you can see this Napoli side. You can see two different sides of it. The last couple of weeks, it has been a very physical for them. It has been very tough for them. They played against the side who really like to sit back and they like to defend, and it was really hard for Napoli to break them and try to create chances against them and try to score them, and they were not really able to. And it was a very physical game, especially last week's over the weekend's game. They played both these games and they won those games 1-0. I said during those games as well that champions, they win this game, win these type of games, even though they are not playing good. And when they play against a good side like Milan, who like Napoli play attacking football, they are not going to sit back like Parma or like Empoli, and they're gonna make sure that they go out and they're gonna attack Napoli, and that's what Milan did. It was a very good game of football. Both teams really went at it. It was an end-to-end stuff. Both teams had good amount of chances created. Napoli, they take the lead courtesy of Lukaku, a very good goal for him, and then Krashavali, I mean, what a strike that was, coming in from the left hand side and straight into the bottom of the corner. It becomes a 2-0 just before the halftime as well. So Napoli go into the halftime with a 2-goal lead. They come back into the second half, and Milan try to come back courtesy, and they get a goal as well courtesy of Alvaro Morata, but it gets ruled out for offside, and the game stays 2-0. And the thing is, even though Milan were down 2-0, they were still trying to create chances. They were trying to get back into the game. It was a very good performance for them. They did not get the win, and the thing is, they really did not convert those chances, and I think that is a big task. Morata did convert one of those, but it ended up being offside, and I think if that goal doesn't get ruled out, I think we might have had a different type of game, because Milan, when the second half started, they were really up for it, and I think that goal getting disallowed sort of stopped their momentum and allowed Napoli to get back into the game, because psychologically it has an effect on you, that you think that you have gotten cut down the deficit, but moments later it is back to where it was. So it has a mental effect on you. But I think overall, I think Napoli really deserved to win that game. They were really, really good. They created good amount of chances. I keep on saying, Milan had a majority of the possession. They had majority of the ball, but Napoli, they hit them on the counter. They really did not care whether they had the ball or not. This is another aspect of Conte's managerial tactics. Like, they are so confident with their defense, with the way they are set up. They know even though they don't have the ball that much, they are not going to be in a big problems with that. And they were not. They were very quite comfortable in that regard, and they got the job got the job done in the end. Both the teams had a plethora of chances at the end trying to get those goals, but it ended 2-0, and a huge 3 points for Napoli. They extend the lead at the top of the table at 8 points, and they now Inter and Juve, who are going to play tomorrow night, are huge pressures on them. For both of those teams, they somehow need to they need somehow need to win the game. It doesn't matter now, because Napoli are not stopping. They are consistently winning 5 wins in a row for them. They were the first team who stayed at the top of the Serie A continuously for 2 weeks, and now it has been almost been 4 match days where they are at the top of the table. They are not showing any signs of going down. In fact, they are getting better and better every week. And Inter and Juve are gonna play tomorrow's game with a lot of pressure, because they know if they don't win, the lead between the gap between them and Napoli is gonna increase. It is now 7 points for Inter, 8 points for Juventus. So big games for both of them in this match day. So it will be interesting to see how they react to this performance. Milan, on the other hand, they will be quite disappointed. They were on a good run, and they knew how important this game was. They were about 8 points behind Napoli. So if they win this, they would have won this game, and they win the game in hand, they would have gotten very close to Napoli as well. But they lose this game. They are still 8th. They are not that far away from the Champions League places. The point gap is not that much, but they still have a game in hand, and that is going to be very crucial for Milan. Seeing what happens with the other teams. Most of them are gonna play tonight and tomorrow, and we're gonna see what of the rivals that they have for the the Champions League places or the European places. Most of them are gonna play tonight or tomorrow, so it will be interesting to see how they react with that Milan defeat. They will be quite disappointed. Milan, they were at home, and they were not able to get anything out of it. Did they deserve it? I really didn't. I don't think so. I think Napoli were did better than them, and I think they deserved the 3 points, and they got it in the end. And in my opinion, it was a fair result. That is it for me in this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the game. Let me know, Napoli fans, how excited you are with the way that your team is performing consistently, getting the results, and you are top of the table. How you are feeling? Let me know in the comment section below. Milan fans, what are your views? They are still, the jury is still out on your manager. There are a lot of Milan fans who don't really like him and want him gone, and there are still now, some of them started to like him with the way the team is performing last couple of weeks. So let me know what you guys think of him, and what you guys think of the title race as a whole. Who do you think are in your opinion, after 9 games in the league or 10 games in the league, who do you think is the real favorite? Who can who do you think is gonna last the distance in the title race? Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel and help the channel grow as quickly as possible. So please go ahead and subscribe. Until next time, bye bye.